56 long years, I've been asking, who am I and how shall we become a new family if we work together? I'm the man who loves his life. I'm the man who does not sacrifice his love or his values. I'm the man who has deprived this current world order to its victims and thus has destroyed their world. The age of indifference is now dedicated to the viewer, and if you wish to know why the generations of the past have perished, they who dread knowledge, I am the man who will now tell you. For we are the truth, and the truth is time for those who without love of self cannot have love of others. This is now a revolution to unite a WWW family of fractals, and they will do anything with our help and that of our friends and business partners that share similar beliefs. It is time for fathers and mothers to embrace sons and daughters around the world and to provide unconditional support for their self-recognition of values. It is time for us as elders to move on and to help the younger generation to ride a new currency of knowledge. This is why we shall move to the side and support the children of the world. It is time for this new generation from 20 to 40 to sweep aside outdated traditions that no longer support their need of self-recognition and to realize their own passions of life. The engineer of this old worldwide meltdown has been the only one able to move. He's run to a computer, hid and struggled frantically with the dials, but the screen has remained empty. The speaker has not chosen to be seen. Only his voice has filled the airways of our country, of the world through the engineer, who has sounded as if he were speaking here in this room, not to a group, but to one man. It was not the tone of addressing a meeting, but the tone of addressing a mind. You have heard it said that this is an age of moral crisis. You have said it yourself, half in fear, half in hope that the words had no meaning. You have cried that this man's sins are destroying the world and that you have cursed human nature for its unwillingness to practice the virtues you demanded. Since virtue to you consists of sacrifice, you have demanded more sacrifices at every successive disaster. In the name of a return to morality, you have sacrificed all those evils which you held as the cause of your plight. You have sacrificed justice to mercy. You have sacrificed independence to unity. You have sacrificed reason to faith. You have sacrificed wealth to need. You have sacrificed self-esteem to self-denial. You have sacrificed happiness to duty. You have destroyed all that which you held to be evil and achieved all that which you held to be good. Then why do you shrink in horror from the sight of the world around you? That world is not the product of your songs. It is a product of images of your virtues. It is your moral ideal brought into reality in its full and final perfection. You have fought for it, you have been dreaming of it, you have wished it, and I have withdrawn that enemy. I have taken it out of your way and out of your reach. I have removed the source of those evils you were sacrificing one by one. I have ended your battle. I have stopped your motor. I have deprived your world of man's mind. People do not live by the mind, you say? I have withdrawn those who do. The mind is impotent, you say? I have withdrawn those minds that aren't. There are values higher than the mind, you say? I have withdrawn those from whom there aren't. While you were dragging to your sacrificial altars the men of justice, of independence, of reason, of wealth, of esteem, I beat you to it. I reached them first. I told them the nature of the game you were playing and the nature of that moral code of yours, which they had been too innocently generous to grasp. I showed them the way to live by another morality, mine. It is mine that they choose to follow.
All the people who have vanished, the people you hated, you dreaded to lose, it is I who have taken them away from you. Do not attempt to find us. We do not choose to be found. Do not cry that it is our duty to serve you. We do not recognize such duty. Do not cry that you need us. We do not consider need a claim. Do not cry that you own us. You don't. Do not beg us to return. We are on strike. We, the people of the mind. We can do anything. We are the fractals, and this is our revolution, and it's time for us to change the world as we are different than you, and we love who we have become. We are on strike against self-immolation. We are on strike against the creed of unearned rewards and unrewarded duties. We are on strike against the dogma that the pursuit of one's happiness is evil. We are on strike against the doctrine that life is guilt. There is a difference between our strike and all those you've practiced for centuries. Our strike consists not of making demands, but of granting them. We are evil according to your morality. We have chosen not to harm you any longer. We are useless according to your economics. We have chosen not to exploit you any longer. We are dangerous and to be shackled according to your politics. We have chosen not to endanger you nor wear the shackles any longer. We are only an illusion according to your philosophy. We have chosen not to blind you any longer, and we have left you free to face reality. The reality you wanted, the world as you see it now, a world without mind.
We have granted you everything you demanded of us. We who had always been the givers, but you only now understood it. We have no demands to present to you, no terms to bargain about, no compromise to reach. You have nothing to offer us. We do not need you. We are the fractals, and we can do anything. Are you crying? No, this is not what you wanted. A mindless world of ruins was not your goal. You did not want us to leave you. You are moral cannibals.
I know that you've always known what it was that you wanted.
But your game is up, because now we know it too. Through the centuries of scourges and disasters brought about by your code of morality, you have cried that your code had been broken, that the scourges were punishment for breaking it, that men were too weak and too selfish to spill all the blood it required. You damned man. You damned existence, and you damned this earth, but never dared to question your code.
Your victims took the blame and struggled on with your curses as reward for their martyrdom.
Well, you went on crying that your code was noble, but human nature was not good enough to practice it. And no one rose to ask the question, good? By what standard? Not ours. We are I, and we can do anything. We are a new, bold generation that has struggled through your ruins, and we have become ourselves, and we are the fractals. And this is a just revolution, and a new world order has emerged, and this is respect of self, and we are the fractals.